Okay, here we are at 835 Kenbrook Drive in Vandalia, Ohio. This is the Vandalia Butler School District. This is basically your traditional bi-level type of home. 1965 build, 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths with 2,160 square feet total, including about 1,000 square feet, I think it's 900 square feet in a lower level. So that's how bi-levels are kind of done, is basically, this is the street view, so just going to do a pan, but bi-levels are pretty much where you have the lower level half submerged, usually partially submerged under the ground level. So you can kind of see where this window is right here. There's basically a portion of that lower level that's under this line right here. So it's that's kind of traditional how these bi-levels are, but overall this is the exterior. We're gonna just go do a walkthrough right here. Overall looks pretty good, just from the front part. Most of the brick looks pretty good so far. That is siding above there, looks like it is tin or aluminum siding, probably aluminum siding, and then the soffit also looks like it's aluminum, maybe tin soffit. So it is definitely a metal portion up above. So overall, all of the foundation looks pretty good from here. Looks like they repainted this door, maybe even put in a new door. So even up there you can kind of see the aluminum siding around pretty much all the siding and soffits. So this is I-75 right here, so it is a fairly major interstate, and then you can kind of see how the yard kind of slopes down right here, kind of has a hump, and then it goes up again. So you can kind of see the little shed, looks kind of neat right there. So the porch slash deck looks like it's all composite, which is very good, except for the wood portions right here. But all the brown portions of this is composite, which is a good long-lasting material. The pillars are also composite right here. So good solid deck from what I can see. And this is again your siding, so aluminum siding. This is a good opportunity to actually check the roof. The roof looks pretty new. That's a good quality roof. How you can tell is when you rake your hand against it, and if any of these molecules, which is basically a crushed asphalt put into tar on top of the paper, and that's basically how you would see an asphalt roof. But if you rake your hand and any of these little molecules that you can kind of see in the gutter, which is very normal, rakes off, then it's at the end of its lifespan pretty much. So it felt pretty good to me. I'd say it's a newer roof. I'd say maybe 7 to 10 years, but it's a good quality roof. Okay, so overall looks pretty good. This is wood right here, so the main beams are all wood, obviously wood slats. Looks like it's pretty sturdy. This is hiding the AC unit, which appears to be very, very old. So I'd say that's at least 30 years old. 20 to 30 years, probably even more. But as long as it works, I'm a fan of just keeping them until they blow up. So, there's definitely multiple schools of thought on that, so it's kind of like, buying a car. Do you keep the car until you can't drive it anymore, or do you replace the parts as they go bad? And, there's not a right or wrong. I'm kind of a replace the parts kind of guy as they go bad, and then other people are just, when I want a reliable car, so so one thing I wanted to point out right here is that There is a little bit of cracking on the parging right here on the front portion. It's minor. You typically do see that in the corners of the house. It's just kind of normal. But anyway, all the brick looks pretty good. I haven't seen any issues with the brick. And then again, going back to the AC unit, it's one of those things, you know, it's about $2,000 to replace them. You know, if it's working, would you want to replace it? If it's not working, I get it, you know, then it's easy decision there. But you know, then is it a reliable, you know, type of AC unit, and are you willing to go without AC for a couple of days, you know, to get a new unit once it breaks? So that's kind of the school of thought. I have a unit that's gone 50 years, so it's still going too. So I have seen, you know, the longevity of many of these units, and so personally I don't replace it unless it needs to be replaced, you know. And in some cases you can't replace the parts inside because they don't make them anymore, or you know, government regulations regulated a more efficient unit or something like that. So that's kind of what you see. But in that case, I basically would just go ahead and buy a new one, but I haven't had to do that. So front door is also a composite front of the wood, but I'm sure the inside of it is wood. So overall pretty good. I haven't seen any issues. This is a new front stoop right here, all pretty much brand new right there. So looks like the front of the siding on this side is different from the siding on the other side, so it's probably a little bit older. Looks like it has a wood pattern on it, but it is not wood. It looks like it's still metal siding, but the slats go up and down instead of going horizontal. So all right, that is the exterior. So we'll go ahead and sign off and go on the inside. This is Howie with Home Experts Realty Team Next. Let me know if you have any questions or want to put in an offer. And signing off for now. See ya.